Picture this: a quiet moment where a man's deepest desire ignites, not from a flawless figure or a clever trick, but from the raw, magnetic presence of a woman who's already chosen herself. Carl Jung, the visionary behind psychology's hidden depths, hinted at this in Man and His Symbols, writing, "The female soul contains in its unconscious the image of the man, and the male soul contains the image of the woman." Could this mean desire isn't about what you do, but who you are? Welcome to a journey into awakening authentic, soul-shaking connection with emotionally available men, those who crave depth over conquest. Forget manipulation or scripts. This is about embodying a power that can't be faked. If you're ready to unlock a desire that lasts, hit that like button. And let's dive into Jung's wisdom with 4 transformative mental nicknames. Jung, born in 1875 and passing in 1961, crafted analytical psychology after a seismic split from Freud, leaving a legacy in works like The Archetypes and the Collective Unconscious, Modern Man in Search of a Soul, Psychology and Alchemy, Memories, Dreams, Reflections, The Ego and the Unconscious, and The Red Book. His insight? True attraction stems from the soul's reflection, not surface allure. This video explores how to awaken desire in mature men, those who've loved, lost, and now seek a bond that resonates. Across the US, from the skyscrapers of New York to the quiet plains of Nebraska, men and women are rediscovering this truth. Let's break it down with 4 steps, each packed with real-life scenes, words, energy, pitfalls, and subtle cues to ignite that flame. Step 1. Embody the natural protector. Imagine a man's instinct to protect isn't about heroics but a silent drive to matter. Jung, in Modern Man in Search of a Soul, saw women as channels for a man's transcendent function, awakening his best self without control. A mature man from Chicago, weathered by city life and heartbreak, doesn't fall for neediness. He stays for a woman who makes him feel seen yet free. Picture a tense street scene in New York at dusk. A strange noise, a car backfiring, jolts the air. She doesn't panic but moves closer, her hand brushing his arm, whispering, "I feel safe with you here." His posture shifts, chest expands, eyes sharpen, alert, grounded, not out of duty but recognition. A silent vow stirs within him. No drama, just trust. This works in daily life too. After he handles a rude customer in a Texas diner, look him in the eye with a soft smile and say, "I admire how you stayed calm. That strength steadies me." Avoid trembling pleas like, "I need you to fix this." That's neediness that drains him. The key? Honor his instinct from your own strength. A Florida couple might share a quiet moment post-argument under a palm tree after a stormy day. She says, "Your presence helps me breathe again." Her voice steady. He straightens, feeling essential, not obligated. In a rainy Seattle evening, he might offer his jacket unprompted, or in a Phoenix heat wave, ensure she's hydrated with a cold water bottle. Signs he's hooked. This bond deepens when she nods gratefully, saying, "You always know what I need," her tone warm. But it's not just grand gestures. In a Nebraska farm, he fixes a fence while she watches. A simple, "I trust how you handle things," sparks his pride. Avoid overpraising, don't gush, "You're my hero." It feels forced. A common pitfall? Turning protection into dependency, saying, "I can't do this without you," after a broken pipe in Colorado burdens him. Instead, try, "With you, I feel stronger." Post-repair, letting him shine. Watch for his gaze softening, steps aligning with yours, or a gentle hand on her back as proof. In a busy Miami market, he might guide her through the crowd. Notice his protective lean. This instinct, when honored, builds a connection that feels effortless yet profound, rooted in Jung's idea of mutual growth. Step 2. Ignite the untamable spirit. Some men, like a creative soul in Los Angeles sketching late into the night, burn with intensity. thinkers, lovers, risk-takers who've outgrown shallow games. Jung, in Memories, Dreams, Reflections, sought whole people, not good ones. These men, perhaps a musician in Nashville strumming rebellious chords or a writer in Portland penning raw poetry, crave a woman who admires their fire, not tames it. Imagine a heated debate in a Portland cafe over coffee. He vents about a work injustice, voice rising, hands gesturing wildly. She doesn't shrink or scold, but listens, her eyes steady, then says, "Your passion never quits. That challenges me." Spoken low with a pause, it disarms him. His shoulders relax, a flicker of surprise in his eyes. Another scene. He shares a wild project idea in Denver, a startup to revolutionize local art. Instead of cautioning, she replies, "There's something unstoppable in you. I love that." Her tone warm yet firm. He leans in, energized. Don't chase or cage him. Let him pull back. Perhaps after a solo hike in Oregon's forests, then welcome him with, "I see your fire and it draws me in." A common trap? Pressuring him to prioritize you, like texting incessantly when he needs space in a San Francisco studio. An Oregon artist might return from a solo trip. She meets him with a smile, not demand, saying, "Your freedom inspires me." He opens up, sharing doubts about his craft or childhood dreams of painting murals, because she's a witness, not a warden. His desire grows visceral, spiritual, wild, rooted in trust, not possession. In a San Francisco gallery opening, he might pull her aside to discuss his latest piece, a chaotic splash of color, a sign he's captivated. Expand this further. In a New Orleans jazz club, he improvises a wild solo. She whispers, "Your soul shines through that chaos." Her voice a melody itself. He grins, playing louder. Avoid over-flattery. Don't say, "You're the best." Keep it specific. A pitfall? Trying to control his freedom, asking, "Why do you need time alone?" In a Colorado cabin, pushes him away. Instead, after a day apart, try, "Your return feels like a gift." Watch for deeper talks about his fears, a lingering hand on her shoulder, or invitations to his creative lair as proof. This fire, when met with admiration, forges a bond that defies convention, echoing Jung's call for authenticity. Step 3. Honor the man of steel and calm. Not all strength shouts. A man in Boston, steady as a lighthouse on a foggy coast, holds space with silent power. Jung, in Psychology and Alchemy, defined strength as self-mastery, not dominance. These men, like a quiet mechanic in Michigan fixing a truck under a gray sky or a father in Georgia watching a kid's soccer game, draw you with unshaken presence. Picture an emotional meltdown in a Georgia home after a long day. She cries, overwhelmed by bills and a missed deadline. He listens, arms around her, saying nothing. Then whispers, "Just breathe, I'm here." His voice a low anchor. Her tension eases, his calm seduces. Later she says, "Your steadiness grounds me more than words ever could." Her voice soft, eyes locked on his. He nods, a rare smile breaking through. Avoid mistaking his silence for indifference. Don't provoke reactions with sarcasm in a tense Atlanta discussion about finances. She touches his hand, saying, "I trust your pace. No rush needed." He relaxes, offering budgeting tips later over coffee. Use phrases like, "Your presence is my anchor," spoken slowly with a pause to awaken him. In a San Francisco fog, he might adjust her scarf without a word, or in a Minneapolis winter, warm her hands with his. Signs he's hooked. A pitfall? Rushing his silence, saying, "Why don't you speak?" After a quiet drive pushes him away. Instead, try, "Your calm helps me think," as snow falls outside a Wisconsin cabin. Watch for his touch growing deliberate, eyes holding hers longer, or a steady hand on her shoulder as proof. Take it further. In a Texas drought, he waters plants silently. She says, "Your care for this land steadies us all." He pauses, pride in his eyes. In a Philadelphia storm, he shields her from rain. A soft, "You make chaos feel safe," deepens the bond. Avoid demanding action. Don't say, "Do something." It breaks the flow. Instead, after a stressful day in Ohio, whisper, "Your peace pulls me back." Signs? He anticipates a blanket in a chilly Montana night, or cooks a meal in Virginia without asking. His calm becomes her refuge, a Jungian harmony of inner strength. Step 4. Unveil the calm mystery. True mystery isn't a game. It's a deep, unhurried reveal. Jung, in The Soul and Its Reality, noted, "Only that which has not yet become conscious can be projected." A man in Phoenix, sipping coffee at dawn on a desert porch, senses a woman who doesn't spill all, drawing him to explore. Imagine a cozy Virginia evening. He cooks pasta, she watches, then whispers, "I love how you care for the little things." That's rare. She steps away, leaving silence to simmer in the candlelight. Or in a Minneapolis park, she shares a childhood memory of a lost pet, pausing mid-story, letting him lean in. Her depth intrigues. He asks, "What happened next?" A sign she's hooked him. Don't over-explain or seek validation, like listing achievements on a Miami date under neon lights. A New Orleans artist might hint at a past love lost to Hurricane Katrina, then shift saying, "There's more to me, you'll see." Her smile enigmatic. He's captivated when he probes her dreams, or lingers in quiet moments by the Mississippi. In a Colorado cabin, she might read poetry, stopping to gaze at the fire, inviting his curiosity with a cryptic line about shadows in the flames. This desire builds slowly, sustained by authenticity, not urgency. Jung's shadow concept fits, accepting his unseen sides like a fear of failure after a failed business in Tucson, fosters a bond beyond games. Expand this. In a Savannah twilight, she hums an old tune, stopping to say, "Some stories stay with me, you'll unravel them." Her eyes distant. He listens, drawn in. In a Washington forest, she sketches, pausing to murmur, "This is part of me," leaving him to wonder. Avoid forcing closure. Don't say, "Let me explain." Let him chase. A pitfall. Oversharing in a Boston cafe, spilling every detail kills the intrigue. Instead, after a quiet dance in Utah, whisper, "You'll know me in time." Watch for questions about her past, a hand brushing hers in a Kansas field, or a thoughtful nod as proof. This mystery, rooted in Jung's unconscious, creates a lasting pull. Jung's life, facing isolation post-Freud to birth. The Red Book in a Swiss tower mirrors this growth. His solitude birthed art and insight, much like your presence can inspire. Across the US, from a New York artist to a Texas rancher, this dance of authenticity reshapes connections. Let's wrap up. Try one nickname this week. Journal the moment. Note his reaction, e.g., a smile, a pause, and share below. Like this video to spread this wisdom, and subscribe for more soul-deep insights. Your journey to magnetic authenticity starts now.